Rachel at Argenta Bead Company, and I'm going to show you real quick how to add a clasp to a necklace with cord. I am just going to string my lobster claw on to my big eye needle here. And I'm going to go back through it again, just so that I have double strength at the end right there. So I've made a little loop around the lobster claw. And now I'm going to take my needle again and go back through these last few beads that I put on. 3 is great, but you can do more or less depending on where you want your knot to be. There we go. So I'm going to pull this down, and now I'm going to make a knot right there. And I'm going to do that by making a loop right in between the 2 beads where I want my knot to go. And then I'm going to bring my tail from the back to the front and stick it right through that loop that I just made. Pull that knot tight. Not too tight because you want your necklace to move around nice. And I'm going to add a dab of hypo cement glue to that knot. And then I'm going to make another knot on top of it in the same way, just by making a loop and then taking the tail from the back to the front and sticking it through the loop. And then the knot should slide down right on top of that other knot. Now I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to come over here to the other side where I'm going to put the ring on. Now I want to pull all my beads down because I want to make sure that there's no gaps in my little choker here. And I'm going to go through the ring, and just like I did with the lobster, I'm going to go back through the ring. And this side is a little bit trickier because, like I said, you don't want to end up with any gaps. I'm going to put my big eye needle back on to the other side, just opening it back up with my awl there. And same as before, I'm going to go back down through those last few beads. I'm just going to do 3 again. Pull it through. You want to get your tension right. You may just have to play with it a little bit. There we go. That looks good. I've got just enough room to make a little knot there. So same as before, I'm going to make a loop right in between the 2 beads where I want my knot to go. I'm going to take the tail from the back to the front and stick it through that loop I just made. Pull it tight. Dab of glue. And then while that glue's still wet, I'm going to put one more knot on top of it. Same way, just making a loop through the back and then sticking it through that loop. Oh, didn't do it. There we go. Just pulling this down tight to make sure I don't have any gaps, and now I can cut my tails off. You can just get as close to the knot as you can without actually cutting the knot. I am using S-Lon nylon. It's my favorite stringing and knotting material. So I like to leave just a little intentional nub there and use a thread burner to burn the end down. If you're careful, you can use a lighter there too. So there it is. I've got a clasp onto my little necklace for my little 8-year-old friend here, and I made this with beads from our BoHo and a Flash kit, and that's for ages 8 and up. You can check it out on our website. Thanks for watching.